What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys 5 more directing tips for high school filmmakers. So let's get started. Alright, so tip number 1 is to make sure you get an assistant director. So when you're directing people, it's so hard to direct it by yourself. So when you have someone else to help you direct either the cameras or the actors, it's so much easier. It's just like you're collaborating with another guy that has the same passion with you on the project, then it's just gonna go a lot smoother. Having someone help you with the actors just saves so much more time. Like when I was filming The Reunion or Blue Dusk, I always had an assistant director to help either with the cameras, the shot list, or helping direct the actors. It's just so much easier, it makes things so much smoother. Alright, so tip number 2 is make sure you're preparing to direct your actors. So basically what this means is in pre-production, you want to know exactly how you're going to tell these actors to do certain things. Like if you want them to cry, right? If you want to do a certain gesture at a certain point, so make sure you write those all down in like your shot list so you know exactly what you're doing when you're directing it. Don't be figuring out exactly how to direct the actors when you're filming, so you want to prepare ahead of time because that's going to save you a lot more time on set. It helps you get a better understanding of your project as well, so make sure you do that. So tip number 3 is make sure you're being very specific to your actors. So if you want them to act out certain emotions, don't be like seem upset. Like tell them be crying or like slowly have tears fall down your cheeks and then be shivering a bit. Like don't be just saying like be happy or be upset, like because it's just like your actors are gonna be super confused on how exactly you want them to be upset. And this is why like also preparing it's important, because then you want to know like exactly what movement and what emotions you want your actors to be showing. So make sure you're super specific on set and make sure you tell them exactly what you want. Alright, so tip number 4 is you have to learn to listen. Don't be just talking all the time. Like I know if you're gonna be a director, right, you're the boss of everyone pretty much, so you want to make sure you're also listening to other people's, because you want to take other people's point of view when you're being the leader. You want to see things through your actor's eyes and perspective, so make sure you're listening more than you're talking, because you want to understand exactly what your actors want, and it's easier to communicate with your actors when you're doing stuff like that. Alright, so tip number 5 is to work for better directors than you. Like maybe if there's like certain film sets, right? So if you live in like a bigger city, obviously there are going to be a lot more opportunities, but just like make sure you find people, like if they're filming a movie, maybe be like an assistant for a director, because like when you're working for other people, you're going to learn like from the professionals. So I think that's going to help you a lot when you're making a movie. Like you're going to know exactly what the on-set experience is going to be like, and when you're directing your movies you can incorporate some of the stuff you learned from other directors in your own movie. Alright, so to recap, number 1, you have to get an assistant director if you want your shooting to be smooth. I mean, unless you can't, but like try to. Tip number 2, make sure you prepare before you're directing. So tip number 3 is you have to be specific and like tell them exactly what you want, so they're not just guessing. And then tip number 4 is you have to learn to listen to others, take others' perspectives. And then tip number 5 is to work with other directors to better yourself and learn from others. So anyways, I hope these tips are helpful in your future filmmaking endeavors. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.